Shajaratul Iman, establishing our roots with authentic knowledge, presents the Key to Jannah.
إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا وسيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما أما بعد فإن أصدق الحديث كتاب الله وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار أما بعد اللهم إنا نسألك علما نافعا ورزقا طيبا وعملا صالحا متقبلا ولسانا ذاكرا شاكرا وقلبا خاشعا. O Allah, we ask you for beneficial knowledge, and we ask you for a provision that is halal, and we ask you for righteous deeds which are acceptable to you, Jalla wa Ala, and we ask you for a tongue that constantly remembers you, and we ask you for a heart that is constantly in fear of you, for indeed you deserve to be feared, subhanahu wa ta'ala. Before we begin with our topic, which is the key to paradise, the key to Jannah, just a little bit about the program and what we're going to do here today and tomorrow, inshallah ta'ala. We're going to be working from the book of Sheikh Muhammad ibn Abdul Wahhab, rahimahullah ta'ala, ma'na la ilaha illallah, the meaning of la ilaha illallah. The book that you have in front of you, for those of you who have the book, is the translation of the book, which was done with the explanation of Sheikh bin Baz, rahimahullah ta'ala. The explanation, as I don't have the book in Arabic, the explanation that I'm going to be reading from is the explanation of Sheikh Salih Fawzan, hafidhahullah ta'ala. And you will notice that the style of the mashayikh and the objectives that they tackle are basically the same. There's no difference. So if you're following along using the book, you're going to notice a change in some of the wordings, or a change in some of the explanation of certain principles or certain points. So not to be alarmed that I'm reading from or I'm giving you something from my own self, but that's because I'm reading from a different explanation. To make it easier for us to digest the information that we're about to cover, I want to give you sort of like a syllabus. And since we're in a college setting, a syllabus is basically a profile of everything that we're going to cover. We're going to cover, number one, the asma of la ilaha illallah, the names of la ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallah, from the text of the Quran and the Sunnah, it goes by many different names. So we'll cover, number one, the asma, the names of la ilaha illallah. And then number two, we'll cover some of the fada'il, some of the virtues of la ilaha illallah. Number three, we're going to cover the ma'na of la ilaha illallah, the meaning of la ilaha illallah. And as a subtitle to that, we'll cover some of the meanings which are misconstrued and deviant meanings of La ilaha illallah, that we find many of the Muslims' tongues today wet with these meanings, that some of them are shirk and some of them are total contradiction to the meaning of La ilaha illallah. Some of those meanings being restricted to Tawheed al-Rububiyyah, what is in total contradiction to what La ilaha illallah actually stands for, and that is Tawheed al-Uluhiyyah. And then after covering the meaning of La ilaha illallah, we'll cover the muqtadayat of La ilaha illallah. Before that, we'll cover the arkan of La ilaha illallah, the pillars of La ilaha illallah. And then after the pillars of La ilaha illallah, we'll cover the muqtadayat of La ilaha illallah, those things which La ilaha illallah necessitate. Once you make the statement La ilaha illallah, there's certain things that become incumbent upon you, and there are certain things that are prohibited after you make this statement. And these are the things that La ilaha illallah necessitates, or what is expected from us after we make this statement of La ilaha illallah. And then the last thing that we'll cover, if we have time, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala, is the shurut, the conditions of La ilaha illallah. So bi'idhnillah, by the permission of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, after these 2 days, for many of you this may be a reminder, because you may have had the opportunity to study this before. But for those of you who have not, you will have, inshallah ta'ala, have understood close to everything that is attached to this beautiful word of La ilaha illallah. And this will act as a structure for you, inshallah ta'ala, that when you give da'wah and you call to the religion of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, or when a new shahada, when someone becomes Muslim, this will act, inshallah ta'ala, for us as a format that we can follow to give an individual everything that he needs to know about La ilaha illallah, either before he accepts Islam or after he or she accepts Islam.
To listen to the entire seminar, you can purchase your copy of the Key to Jannah at our website, www.shajaratul iman, along with other Shajaratul Iman seminar recordings. You can also find information on our upcoming seminars and programs. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi